Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, hello, Alley Cat. Hello, Plugs. Hello, Dive and Detect. Gene, hello. How are you doing? Great live stream, Gene. Starries, how you doing? Cynthia? Yeah, we did. Thank you. Thank you all for showing up. Whoa, Marty, Mandy Brown, welcome. Thank you all. You're welcome, Gene. Now, I mean, congratulations, guys. Over 1,000 subs, 2 years on YouTube. Awesome. Hello, Dan. How you doing? Good to see you here. Marty. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Waiting for it to come up on YouTube so I can pull the sound. There we go. Good. Now, hopefully people. Ezra, how you doing? J-Man, welcome. Hello, Deej. Thanks for showing up. Stream tonight too, Deej. And gee, I can't win them all. But Mark the Bird Hunter, how you doing? Glad you're here. Foxing Ground Detecting, welcome. Everybody's saying hi to each other. AR Detector is Mo. How you doing? Check out his channel. He's got a great channel. I'm sorry I haven't watched. I got to catch up on your videos. It's been a while. Excuse me. Dang. Already. John, Finders Keepers. Hello. Marlon. Howdy. How you doing? Thank you. I love it. Everybody's coming in, and it still only says 13 people in my. Okay, go over here and tell them it's not showing anything. I'll be darned. Brian, how you doing? Thank you. Jim Steele. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for it so I can tell everybody to come over here, and then I'll shut it down after a bit. The internet here, my computer, for some reason, don't like running YouTube and StreamYard at the same time. They never have. Or it could be because of the camera. I don't know which. But it's not going to let me put anything in chat. Yay. Okay. So how's the weather for most people? Well, we dig it. You're on the island, so you got great weather. It actually got warm here today, but then the freaking wind popped up about 30 miles an hour. And 513 dig. What's the new one? Hello. Welcome to the stream. And you didn't invite me, Pugs? Thanks. Hello, Mandy. Welcome. If I had feelings, that would hurt my feelings, Pugs. Yeah, I'm with you, Jim. I had caught in French fries. Oh, good. Like I said, John, it can't hurt my feelings. I don't have any. You can't fool me because I'm a moron. Tony, welcome. 81. What was the humidity like, Cynthia? Was it bad? Chicken salad sandwich. Yeah, I hear you, Jim. Whoa. Who's having bad seizures, Mark? Oh, Pugs. Ouch. Only 1,000,000%. Yeah. Well, talking with Rob earlier, he says it's like 8 or 9 days now that in Florida, where he's at, it's been 80-degree weather with zero humidity, which is really strange for Florida. Yeah, cast iron. Oh man, biscuits and gravy cooked outdoors in cast iron skillet. Pat, welcome to the stream. Thank you, brother. Oh man, we start talking about food. I'm getting hungry. Excuse me. No, Jim, she's only 28. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. 21 people in the house. Thank you. Joel, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. I need to shut that down because, oh, there it goes. Finally. Oh. To dive and tech, you and me both, but with no humidity. That's weird. I typed that in on YouTube and it showed up. First time it's done that. Whew. Dang. Metal detecting NC. Hello? I didn't say hello to you already. You know, you get old, your memory goes quick. Randy, hello, welcome. You guys and Shane, everybody had a great Monday night. Good. Oh, hi, Mark. Around detecting. How you doing? Oh. Oh yeah, Jim, I hear you. It's about what it's like here. Just cold and windy. Except it did get warm today, but I think it's going to last tomorrow and going to go back down again. Oh, you're welcome, Randy. It was great. You and Shane, everybody had a great hunts last night. But I had to watch half of them on my TV because my internet connection got funky. Hi, Matt. How you doing? Treasure hunting Southwest Pennsylvania's in. Thank you. All right, Randy. Cool. Mr. Rob, FL Thunder. How you doing? Wait, who's got storms? Oh, sorry, Mark. Bummer. 27 in the house. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I tell you, it's weird weather. Yeah, Rob's trying to come on. Device is not connected. You can always tell when it's Rob. I always get that on there. You can always tell when it's Rob.
There he is. For some reason, Bill, it takes
Hi,
this
Rob.
camera and this computer a second or two to.
There he is. Okay,
All right.
what am I getting?
You there, Bill?
I'm shutting down the. I'm here. I just shut down the YouTube live stream. I was wondering if it was echoing from that. Even
Yeah, that's what I just had to do. I had to put mine on pause and turn the sound down.
Ah, okay.
I see Mr. Tom's in here. I really wanted to come on tonight, Bill, because, hey, Tom, I did it, buddy, and it came out absolutely beautiful. This isn't my high-def camera, but I just finished doing it, and I filmed it, Tom. And look at this, Tom. Look at your beautiful coin.
Nice.
Tom asked me to clean it. So Denise and I just filmed me cleaning it. And the internet's going to lose their mind when I publish this video tomorrow, Bill, because I cleaned it in acid. So there are going to be coin purists just screaming at my channel tomorrow. But,
oh yeah. Well, I was like the ones that are watching watching you dig a silver out of the ground live. Oh, don't rub the mud off. It's already in the ground. Come on.
So
that is beautiful, though, Rob.
It did. It came out better than I ever expected, Bill. I was hoping it would come out this way for Tom, and it came out absolutely beautiful.
Well, I see the Fox and Ground is here. He's seen it. I don't know if you have, Rob. Remember I said when we did your stream, I'd make the winter keychain fob?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw your keychain. Show it to him. That is awesome.
Thank you. So,
Tom, I hope you like it, buddy. And Mr. Tony, glad for clad is exactly right. That's exactly what I did, Tony. Mr. Tony knows that trick. 1 teaspoon of water.
That's not going to hurt a silver coin.
Yep, I got that from Jimmy Crossbones. This is what he cleaned his pieces of 8 with. As long as you don't leave it in there, as long as you don't leave it in there too long, it will not eat the coin. I only left it in there 30 to 40 seconds. It is shiny. Yes, it is, Higgs. And if I had my high def camera, that would look even better.
Okay, Pugs.
Yeah, for a Trime, it might make a difference there, Joel. Plugs for days. I'm fresh out of acid.
Yeah.
Well, North Carolina, that's how I usually clean my silver coins that I've dug out of the dirt. I don't do anything past dish soap and water. But Tom told me he's not selling this coin, and
Right.
I told him my idea. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Cynthia.
Okay.
Yeah, Marty. Oh man, not acid. I know. When I publish this video tomorrow, Marty, I think there's going to be coin purists out there just losing their minds.
Oh yeah, you know there is. I lost my chat there for a second. Oh.
Muriatic acid. If
Yeah,
you
it's
scroll
pretty
up a little
wild
bit to where
stuff.
Mr. Diggs is, Mr. Diggs has the formula. It is muriatic acid, 1 teaspoon, 3 teaspoons of water, and then what I do is I take it. The coin is sitting inside of tin foil, like aluminum wrap, but you put it real loosely. And then what happens is when you see the water, the acid start bubbling, I took the coin out of the acid, I put it in my hand, I opened up the tin foil, and I dumped the baking soda on it, and I gently rubbed it with a toothbrush. And then once I got it with the toothbrush, I put that down, and then I just used my fingers to rub the baking soda into the crevices that were dirty, and then you just rinse it off with water, and it came out absolutely beautiful. So
Oh man.
yeah, that is cool, J man. Do we rub them in hell? Thank you, plugs.
Them was the good old days, wasn't it, Marty?
Oh, Fox in the Ground. I've never tried toothpaste. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I've heard of people using it. You got to use the stuff that is actually gritty. I understand. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I've heard.
Finders Keeper says muriatic acid is what we use to clean brick and concrete with. That's right. And we have it here because that's what we use to clean the pool with. Well, but yes, that's what they use also to clean concrete pools, honey. It's probably the least powerful acid. Of course, I did have a little.
So I guess
Hello, Danny
sandblasting
boy.
would be a good idea.
Silver side up. Well, they're both silver sides, Tony. One's dull and one's shiny.
Ketchup works great. How about sandblasting?
There we go. See, North Carolina's teaching us stuff tonight. Ooh, Gojo works good. Yeah, but that's got grit in it. Toothpaste on my glasses. I've heard of that, Joel. I have done that. I've done the ketchup trip too, and because ketchup has a mild acidic in it also. Depends on how much you dilute it. Yes.
Swamp Rat, how you doing? Wow, Mark, they actually did that to you?
Well, that's not funny, Mark.
Jeez.
You are welcome, Mr. Tom. I will get that to you next time I am down your way, sir. Yes, ketchup has citric acid. I knew it had some kind of mild acid in it, Deej. Swamp Rat Nation, good evening. 80 grit sandpaper. The only time I would ever put sandpaper, or I know Dalton used steel wool in a coin once because we knew it was a nickel, but besides being a nickel, it was 100% unidentifiable. And Dalton used some steel wool on it, and he got it to where he could see that it was his very first and only shield nickel he's ever found.
Oh, wow.
So, Bill, it was great seeing everybody over at Gene's tonight. That was a fun little stream.
Oh, it was. It was great. Excuse me.
Either way, Tom, that would be great too. Did you go Will Smith on them? Yeah, that's going to be going to be a new catchphrase. Going Will Smith on somebody. That's going to be a new catchphrase.
For a long time, yeah.
SWPA says people use those pencils on coppers and they're just compressed steel wool. Yeah, those Andre's pencils. I guess that one does have a very, it looks like a little eraser in, but it's just a real fine steel wool that I guess the guys use to clean the coppers in the large sense with. Hello, Ezra. Frank's Red Hot. You could put that crap on anything. I don't know.
Post office
I don't know.
Did that.
I tried that stuff on my Sunday stream. That, yeah, that lit me up, guys.
Yeah, I thought you were going to blow there for a minute, Rob.
It was like way hot down the back of my throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it won't replace going John Wick on somebody. That's true in North Carolina. Man, those are awesome movies.
John Finders Keepers asked your Rob is going in or going out.
You know, I had no problem with the going out part. It settled down after about 15 minutes, and I didn't have a problem later that day. Maybe the tasty cakes helped.
Could be.
It did ruin those eggs. I'm not a hot sauce on eggs kind of guy. And the thing was I heated up the eggs and finished them after the stream, and there was a little bit of sauce left on them. And then heating hot sauce in the microwave does wonders for it.
Marty asked, did you ever finish your eggs?
Yes, I did. I put them in the microwave after the stream, and I ate them while I was watching the beginning of Marlins.
Good night, Dan.
Hello, Miss Lisa.
Oh, hi, Tort. Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
Hey, Bill. That clip you did for Fox in the Ground, that looks a lot like Mark the Berg Hunter's coil he has on his thumbnail. If you look at that right here on the stream, you can see his coil. It looks just a lot like Mark the Berg Hunter's.
Oh, yeah, there's that. Got that one. Then
Have a good night, Ezra.
That's one I did for Charlie.
Yeah, I love that one. I love that one.
Yeah, this was a little big, but Charlie wants it so he could put it on the wall.
Yep. Evening, Mr. Marlin.
And of course, there's people that want just their name. Like Charlie wants both. He wants this and coils.
Finders keepers, have a good night.
John's taking off. Good night. Yeah, I figured people would be leaving early, being this late. But you know.
Well, Deej, that's right. It was an improper joke. Not that I've never done one of those, but it was an improper joke. But yet the funny thing is that Will Smith actually laughed at it until he looked over and saw that his wife was pissed off about it. Then he stopped smiling, and then he had to go up there and take action because his wife was pissed off at the joke.
Thank you, Ezra.
Hey, Matt Parks.
Hi, Frederick.
Evening, Frederick.
And then there's Rob's FL Thunder.
Boom, I like it.
So,
yeah, I like the little piggy bank too he made. Jim, I probably wouldn't eat that. Who would like that, Jim? Would be my father. My father loved horseradish, Jim. when we used to go into Steak and Shake back in the 80s when I was barely out of teen years, my father would open up. They had those bottles of the little jalapeno peppers that were in the sauce, and you were supposed to just sprinkle the sauce on your burger or fries. My father would he'd open up the little bottle that you weren't supposed to open, and he'd eat all the little jalapeno peppers out of it, or the green peppers, whatever they were. But yeah, back when Steak and Shake used to have the pepper bottles on the table.
Yeah, my dad loved horseradish and Chinese mustard.
What about a Monardo keychain? We're Metal Sharks. We're working on a Monardo. We're working on a Monardo merchandise item. Yes, we are.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't know that was the second time, Deej, but it's funny because first off, I don't follow actors, so I didn't know that Jada Pinkett Smith had her shaved. I didn't know she had alopecia. So when Chris Rock made that joke about G.I. Jane 2 and her being ready for it, I actually thought they were making a sequel and Jada Pinkett was the lead and that they'd filmed the movie and that she'd shaved her head for the second part of the movie being a Marine. I had no idea the whole joke was that she had to shave her head because she lost all her hair. I definitely think she would not be happy with that joke. Evening Jess Obsessions. Hey, there's Rocky Rob.
Rob, how you doing? Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting.
Yeah, Plugs, you're right. For a good full-on smack that Will Smith hit him with, right? Chris Rock, he handled that pretty well. But yeah, they were talking on the talk shows. If that had been a lesser actor than Will Smith, they would have probably stopped the show or escorted him out of the show. But it was Will Smith, and he just went and sat down, and the show went on. He did take it like a champ. Mr. Reed's here.
Raheed, how you doing? Been a while, brother.
Hey, Bill, some people told me when they saw my headline title for the Sunday stream that said hot sauce and tasty cakes, they thought I was going to put hot sauce on the tasty cakes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because that would have been disgusting.
Not tasty. That would ruin the tasty cake, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Hey, Higgs, before you leave, if you're leaving, I see people saying goodnight to you. Your video that you just did of the school video, not only am I going to say that's really, really incredible, a phenomenal video, but your editing and your music and your editing and the way you did that whole jar with the time capsule was so professional. There's not a lot of things that move or inspire me or that I'm super impressed about, but I want to tell you, Higgs, that was an impressively made video. And your research and your graphics, just impressed the heck out of me, Higgs. It really did. That video just impressed me. It actually moved me. And I know you said you can't get a hold of that lady in Florida. Let me know if you found out if she lives on the west coast of Florida, because I just found a lady that let us do the 1916 property where I found my Mason's gold medallion. And when I went back to the house to talk to her, she had moved. And I was able to get her address and return some of the other items that she had asked me to return that we found in the yard. And she had moved to an adult community, and I was able to find her. So let me know, Higgs, if she's here on the west coast of Florida. Swamp Rate, that is true. Yay, Nathan got off work at 7.
So Matt Parks, you asking because you're looking to buy one and you have a limited budget, or you have an unlimited budget, or both? What do you? He's asking what would you buy as a detector if you had a limited budget? Would it be a simplex or a Vanquish? If I had unlimited, I'd go with an Equinox 800 or a Legend.
Reed says he'd go with the Gold Monster. But see, that's Reed's out there in an area where he could use it for gold hunting. A Gold Monster wouldn't do for anything for me here.
If I was back in California, I'd love to have one of you better to have a gold detector, but really, really good ones are expensive.
Evening 717. Nathan says unlimited budget. What is that? Yeah, you got that right, Nathan. An unlimited budget. What is that?
Did you see Merrill's thing on the take on the Equinox? The Legend?
I did. He has it rated 1 right now, but he says it may fall to 3.
Yeah. Well, he actually rated the
Legend and the Deus 2.
He rated the Legend as better, pretty much everything over the other two, but like he said, when it boils down to it, they're all about the same. So
yeah, he says it's. I guess it's going to boil down to a personal preference. Now, I don't particularly care for the beeping noises that the Simplex makes. And I got to be around Jeff for 2 weeks here from Austria, and he uses that Deus 1, and he used it on the beach, and he used it in the wet, and he also used it on parks and woods and curb strips, and I like the sounds of its beeping. His depth equaled anything we had on the Knox. And when he put the control panel that it detaches from the arm and he puts it on a little rope around his neck so he can just glance down at it, pick up the rope and glance down at it. When you pick up that Deus without the control pod on it, it literally weighs like 1.1 pound. It was the lightest thing I'd ever picked up. You could literally hunt 10 hours with that thing and your arm's not going to get tired.
Well, Rob, on the Legend, it doesn't have the same tones as Simplex. People complained about that, so they changed the tones.
To what? To go more like the Simplex?
No, on the Legend, the tones are more like a Garrett in a way.
I would have to watch one of Merrill's videos to see what the Legend sounds like.
Because a lot of people don't like the sounds, and I'm with you. That's one thing that drove me away from the Simplex. I just didn't care for the tones.
Yeah, when I hunted with Susie Q, when Susie Q came down here from Georgia, and she hunted with me, and I did that little area in Tarpon Springs, a little empty field, a house field. I just didn't like the way Susie's sound, and every time she took out her pinpointer, that was before they did that patch fix. But if she took out her Garrett AT Pro pinpointer, Garrett Carrick, the machine went crazy. And I know they've fixed that since then. But yeah, I just didn't like the sound of the Simplex. It may be a really good machine. I know it's definitely a well-priced machine. SWPA, I agree. It took me quite a while to get in tune with my Knox, but now that I'm in tune with my Knox, I don't want to go out and learn another machine. You know.
Well, right now, I see a statement from Dog is my co-pilot, who's like one of the best relic hunters I've ever seen.
Who's that, Bill?
Huh?
Who's that, Bill? One of your best relic hunters, you know?
Dog is my co-pilot, Nathan.
Oh, okay, yes.
And he says that this is, in his opinion, is the best there is. Well, I can't argue with a man that finds some of the most fantastic stuff you've ever seen. So.
Hey, there's Mr. Jeremy digging up the Carolinas. Welcome. He had some great finds around here lately. Mr. Mike's here, Mellyman 24, who had he had a great box of halves on his stream the other day.
Yeah. Oh, and Swamp Rat's right. It's just what you like, you know. That's what it boils down to.
Well, Plug said, I bought the Legend. I used it a few times, and he traded it to a friend who wanted to trade me a Knox 800 for it, and he couldn't be happier. Well, he's found the machine he likes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all in what you like. If you like the machine you're using and you find stuff with it, yeah, that's what it's all about, having a good time.
Johnny O's here, and 513 Dig is here. I love my Legend. See, everybody, it's just a personal preference. If the Legend and the Deus and the Knox are all about the same as far as quality or depth or discriminating your signals, then just go with the one you prefer and the one you feel comfortable with and the one you know. We all say this on everybody each other's streams. The best machine's the one you know the best and the one that gets the best results for you. And that could differ from person to person.
Yeah. Well, it's like I love my Vanquish, and I notice it's like a detector. Some people love them, some people don't.
Yep.
I was chatting with one guy. He goes, it chatters too much. I go, well, yeah, it's multi-frequency and you can't run single, so it's going to chatter. I said, but the thing is, if there's a target in there, it will single out that target out of all the other sounds.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. That is one thing the Knox does very well. If you're in a chattery area, it will still lock on to a 20 signal for a coin. Absolutely, yeah. Bill.
And the Vanquish is just a mini version of the Equinox.
So, thanks for asking, Jeremy. As of yesterday, I could not walk at all without pain with my hip that's out of place, rubbing against my sciatic. But today, it's much better. I mean, obviously the hip's still out, but it's not rubbing against the sciatic for probably about 90% of my time today. So I've actually been able to walk a little bit, but I have not detected now for 4 or 5 or 6 days. I probably will not be detecting for at least another week. And I'm going to try and give my knee and my hip a chance to heal up. So, Jeremy, I always hunt Monday night after the club meeting. I've been done that every night, Monday night, since we've had our club meetings for 3 years now. I go hunt Clearwater Beach, whether it's 90 or 50. And last night was the first night I did not go hunt Clearwater Beach after my club meeting. Guys, my club meeting is about 8-10 miles south of Clearwater Beach, which is like 35 miles from me, in a town called Pinellas Park. And it's past Clearwater Beach. So there's not a lot of times where I'm the 25 miles down to Clearwater Beach. It's a hike, especially with gas expensive. So if I get a chance to only be 8 miles from Clearwater Beach for my meeting, yeah, I'm going to zip down to Clearwater Beach and do an all-night hunt. And I even had 3 new people in our club ask me if I was going down. They were actually going to follow me and get some tips. And I'm sorry I had to disappoint them last night. My hip didn't feel good enough to go out to Clearwater Beach after our club meeting last night. Plug says he has 2 800s. One is a backup. I have an 800 and a 600. So Johnny O is in the house.
Grandma Kelly, welcome. Everything Treasure, welcome. 717 Detector, welcome.
Frederick, I completely agree with you 100%. It takes so long to master machine. I need to see a quantum improvement on another machine before I change. I agree completely, Frederick.
Well, there's one guy put it 2 years ago when they started coming all this new stuff. He goes, a metal detector detects metal. If it beeps, you dig it. And he goes, they can make all kinds of improvements, but
513 Dig says, hoping to get my nephew a simplex. I think the simplex is probably the perfect machine for a new detectorist. You're going to get a quality machine at an entry machine price. You can get a good simplex for under $300. Bill, where do the Vanquishes start?
The cheapest one is $200.
Okay, so now you got really good machines at under a $300 price point.
What I love is I've got the 440, which came with the 10-inch coil, and here's my little 8-inch coil.
There you go. You know why? Why go to Harbor Freight or order something off Amazon that's $139 that's got like 3 buttons on it when for another $60 or $80 you can move up to a Vanquish or Simplex. Bill, our club, well, as a matter of fact, the 3 clubs in the Tampa Bay area, the Ocala Club, which is in the middle of the state, our club, which is on the Clearwater side, and the Tampa Club, which is on the other side of the bay, on the Tampa side, obviously. All 3 of our clubs were invited to Mind Lab's premiere of the Vanquish in Florida. We were the first 3 clubs that got revealed to the Vanquish when Mind Lab started doing their nationwide tour. They started with our club.
Oh, wow.
And they showed up with about 20 brand new Vanquishes, and they started demonstrating them. But here was the problem. everybody in our club that needed a new machine had already bought an Equinox 6 or 800. So they literally did not sell one of the machines that from our club, from any of the 3 clubs, because everybody already had the 6 or the 800.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you going to downgrade? That doesn't make sense.
Wow, Swamp Rat Ration says I have a 4.5 coil
Which
for my AT
simplex?
Pro. Holy
Well,
smokes, my 6-inch coil on the Knox is small enough. I imagine that thing is close to the size of a hockey puck.
Grandma telling you, they only make one simplex, but you can get different coils with it.
Yeah, you can get different accessories with it, but yes, the Vanquish, they make what, the 330 or the 440?
And a 540. They make 3
And a
different
540.
Vanquishes.
So yeah, there's 3 Vanquishes, Grandma Kelly, but there's only one simplex. The reason they're at different prices is because of the different accessories they come with.
Yeah. All right, Rocky. Cool.
That is like swinging a little pancake.
But Grandma Kelly, a lot of people buy the simplex. It comes with an 11-inch coil, and they'll get the SP24, which is like a 10 by 5 smaller coil with it. So.
Damn,
Yeah.
Jeremy. Sorry to hear that, buddy.
Yeah, Swamp Rat, it is. It's waterproof. Also has vibrate feature for people with hearing loss.
Marty, is that Nell Storm coil a big coil?
That's a good coil.
I think the Simplex is waterproof. That's the one thing that's different between the Simplex and the Vanquish. The Vanquish is not waterproof. It's got very similar electronics to the Knox, but it's not waterproof. So if you're not like Dalton's not a beach detector. Dalton just doesn't feel comfortable. He doesn't like hunting beaches. So, his Knox is never going to be on the water. So he could get a Simplex or something. I mean, he can get a Vanquish that's not waterproof because Dalton doesn't want to do the beach.
Fox and Graham, the difference is a Vanquish 540 is not waterproof either, where you can submerge the Simplex. That would be the difference. So if you want to do water hunting, especially at the price of the Simplex, it'd be worth having.
Yeah, I agree with Bill. Unless you want to do the water fox in the ground, I would say they're probably comparable machines. So
yeah, like Shane says on the Simplex with the SP24
is
coil.
very formal, trash-filled park for a beginner. Yeah. Good advice, Shane.
Hi, Diggin. How you doing?
Do they make a Bluetooth pinpointer for the Knox 600? They make, when you buy if I'm correct here, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you buy the new Garrett Carrot that's got the Bluetooth, I believe you can use that little control box that comes with your Knox 800 that will receive that. It's like a transformer box. So I believe you can adapt the Garrett pinpointer to be soundless or in your headphones with your Knox. I believe the Knox comes with the adapter for that. There you go.
Fox Brown has bought the 540 when it came out and he wants to upgrade. Well, the Simplex wouldn't be an upgrade except for being waterproof.
Yeah.
You want to upgrade and you like the multi-frequency, go with the Legend. I mean, because way cheaper than the Equinox right now.
You broke the wait. Hold on. Got Relish, Rhode Island. All right. I'm glad you're here tonight because that's who I've been trying to remember who the hell I owe a $50 to.
Try you got Relics.
I'm writing it down right now. And got Relish, Rhode Island. Hold on. Where the hell am I at here? Yeah, I got a $50 laying around here. I know I do. Did you really break the blade? Papa Rouse, is this a weekly live stream you do at this time? I'm putting together a calendar of all the dig streams so it's easier to keep track. Ro, he normally does it at 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. So, yes, this is a weekly live stream for Bill on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. from 9 to 10. Sometimes we go a little over, but we dig it. Gene's channel, Gene and his son, they had a special live stream they wanted to do from 9 to 9:30 to give away the 3 prizes for their 1,000 sub giveaway. So they asked Bill, and Bill worked with them. So Bill just pushed it back for a half hour. But yeah, normally Bill's 9 to 10. Yeah, please do. Let me just put my phone. Relics, I'm going to send you my phone number. You can send me a text picture. There you go, Relics. It's I know the stream's flying, but it's right there. Swamp Rat Nation. Hang on, I'm trying to see where the comment went. Not so much prospecting in Florida, so no need for the Goldfield setting on the Knox 800. You still have that setting in the 600 anyway. When I got the Detecting Smiths, Jason was nice enough to send me the Mind Lab book by Andy Sabish, and I started reading through this book. This book is just incredible, guys. If you get a chance to pick one of these up at a good price, this book will tell you everything about the Knox that your little pamphlet that you get sent with the Knox doesn't tell you. I was originally telling everybody when Cynthia was looking for a Knox to buy and Jason from Detecting Smiths was looking for a Knox to buy, I told both of them to get the 800 over the 600. And here's why I told them why. And I'll tell you why I've changed my mind completely 180. I was under the impression that the Knox 600 only had the first 3 frequencies, the 5, the 10, and the 15. Because you couldn't go to the 20 or 40. I didn't think they were in the machine. And then once I read the book, the 600 has the same 5 frequencies that the 800 does. It has 5, 10, 15, 20, and 40. The only difference with the 600 is you cannot put the 20 or the 40 megahertz in single frequency mode on the 600. That's the only difference. Those 2 frequencies are still there. So when you're hunting in multi-frequency mode with the 600, you are still getting all 5 frequencies. So you can still even get that gold frequency. And the way I read the book, the machine, when you get a signal underneath there, whether it be a dime or a piece of gold, the machine will pick out the best frequency to that metal. So yeah, Swamp Rat, if you're not doing gold prospecting, there is really no reason to get the 800. Save yourself the $250. You still have the same frequencies. You just can't go to those 2 gold settings separately. And one of the other differences is it's only got 3 swing speeds as opposed to the Knox 800 has 8. Now, I know some people like Tommy from River Styx, he uses some of the advanced settings on the 800 that the 600 doesn't have. I have never gone to that section of my Knox 800 and used those advanced settings. I've never, ever done it. So, Swamp Rat, I hope that helps you out. No, that's wrong. That's wrong, Shane. That's what I thought too. That's why I was recommending the 800 to everybody, because I thought the 600 only has the single frequencies. It's got all 5 frequencies. You can only go to the first 3, though, in single frequency. Oh, it didn't pop up? Did I forget to hit the button? Oh, that's just Shane messing with me. Not how it's advertised. All right. Bill, you got yourself muted, Bill.
Forgot about that. Yeah, Plugs is right. You can still get the Pro Pack for $765, which, so if you order a 600 with an extra coil, it's about $300 difference.
Yes.
So
And the reason I also bought the 600 was my channel sponsor now, which is the Detector Warehouse. Mind Lab was running a deal that they advertised on their website, Detector Warehouse, this last summer when I bought my 600. If you bought the 600, they sent you the pair of wireless headphones that come with the 800 standard. They included with the wireless or with the wired. So when I opened up my box from Detector Warehouse, I had both boxes inside the Detector box with the wired headphones for the 600 and the wireless headphones. So I now have two sets of wireless headphones for the Knoxes.
And Shane, in Ohio River, you're right. Having the 3 single frequencies, even on the 600, is great. That's the one thing the 2 things I always wanted on the Vanquish: waterproof, or at least weatherproof, and be able to pick out a single frequency, because there are times with multiple targets and not being able to switch down to a single frequency really makes it hard to find the target sometimes. That's about it.
Nathan, I completely agree. Knox is a great machine, just missing a couple features I like, and a little nose heavy and hard on my bad shoulder. The Deus, I keep calling it Deuce. The Deus is a feather. I completely agree. When I picked up General Digholes, who's now a high tones drifter, when I picked up his Deus, Nathan, oh my God, that thing was as light as a feather. You could hunt with that thing all day, and for people with a bad shoulder, that machine has just got to be awesome. And I thought Jeff was going every bit as deep as we were with the Equinoxes. Shane, I'm going to find that for you.
If I got a Deus, my biggest problem is I'd forget to charge the coil, which I've seen.
Yeah, that's something people. Jeff. You're right, Bill. Jeff, every night he had to charge his control pod, he had to charge his coil, and he had to charge his headphones. And what he did, though, is he had a 3-in-1 plug that he could plug one in, and it charged all 3 at the same time.
Yeah. But I've watched a couple of channels that the guys ran Legends, and one of them went out one day and he started. He goes, "Oh, this hunt's over." He goes, "I forgot to charge my coil."
Is the Deus waterproof? Grandma Kelly, that's a really good question to ask for the Deus guys. I could not answer that.
I don't think the control unit is. That's why it's removable. So if you want to get up into the water, you can take the control unit out. I think they make a cover for it, but I'm not sure. Nathan, can you answer that? Is the Deus waterproof? I don't think the control box is it? Oh, it is. 100 plug says up to 160 feet.
Right, but what about the Deus 1?
Yeah. 28 hours on a charge. Wow.
The Deus 1 plug says the Deus 1 is not waterproof. See, that's waterproof. But like you said, Bill, Jeff keeps the control pod around his neck. So if the coil is waterproof, he can literally go in all the way up to his arm, which to be honest with you, is about as much as you're detecting in the water anyway. When you get past your arm, if you're getting up to your neck, I've hunted in water up to my neck before trying to find lost rings for ring finders, but you're not out there for yourself trying to hunt a ring in neck deep water. Because if you're in the Gulf, which doesn't have as big of waves as the ocean, that water's coming over your head.
Yeah, now Nathan has the Deus 1, and he does have a waterproof cover for the box. Oh no, Shane says that the 600 is limited to 3 frequencies.
Yeah, and I'm contradicting that. and I'm trying to find it right now, Bill.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn that I read it had all 5 frequencies.
With Bluetooth low latency headphones, the 600 can become wireless as well for headphones. Okay.
Flex is almost drowned, but I got 35 cents that day.
Okay. This is for Shane, Ohio River history. Rob, I live in the land of rain. I would trip and fall. Trust me, only waterproof. I understand, Grandma Kelly. If I'm under 160 feet, I'm not going to be doing okay. Yeah,
Well,
I don't want to be down. I scuba dive, but I don't want to be down 160 feet. That's too deep for me.
Shane says he's
Is Mind Lab expected to have a new detector out this year to rival the Legend and Deus 2? I'm going to say no, Fox, because there's still people every day buying the 600 or the 800. The Deus 1, you have to have the external antenna to hear it in the water. Yes, and the PNW, I'm going to assume that is Pacific Northwest. A waterproof detector would be a must. I would say so with all the rain you guys get. Okay.
Relics, good luck.
Okay, here we go. Shane, the difference between the 600 and the 800 based on the book here. It says the differences. Okay, it says, however, the first difference you will notice between the two models is that if you opt for the single frequency mode, the 600 does not allow for either the 20 or the 40 kilohertz frequencies to be selected. Since multi will be selected mode for the majority of the time, and both the 600 and 800 operate identically in this mode, the inability to select the two upper frequencies in single frequency mode may not be a significant factor in between choosing the two detectors based on your intended use of the detectorist. So there you go. It says it right here in the book that both machines have all 5 frequencies.
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
Look at what Plugs wrote to you.
I'm sorry, say that.
Go back up through the chat, and Plugs wrote you a note there. Old time digger, old timer digging. How you doing?
Okay, I've gone back, Bill. Where am I supposed to go to?
It's 9:28 p.m. Plugs for days. About 2 minutes back.
Oh, 10:28?
9:28.
Oh, 9:28.
Yeah, just a couple minutes back.
No, Bill, it's 10:30.
Well, I'm at 9:30 here.
Oh, okay. So 10:28 my time. And who am I looking at? Plugs' comment?
Yeah.
Would you like me to respond to that?
That's up to you. I'm just,
Plugs. I appreciate that. I really do. If you're putting that out here, well, you just did put it out there, so I appreciate that. There's a lot of people that aren't going to know what we're talking about, but yeah, that was a pretty nasty thing that you said about me on Dennis's stream that day. You and Ray Gonzalez, and yes, I have blocked both of you from my channel since that day. I appreciate that. You're turning a new leaf. You're turning a new leaf. I appreciate that also, and I can respect that. I do want you to know that since this is Bill's stream and any other stream that I've co-hosted, such as Shane's or Clark's Cove that you've been in, I have given you the respect and treated you just like any other guest in that thing. And I have included your comments. I've included you in every duck race. I've told Bill this repeatedly on the phone. This is Bill's stream. I will not take out any biases I have against anybody in somebody else's stream. I will treat them just the same as respect as anybody else. And I believe I've done that with you. And I appreciate all the efforts that you've made to talk to me nicely over the last couple of months. So if that is your apology, I accept that, and I thank you very much.
And Got Rock sent you an email. So. No, he accepts it, Plugs, so no problem.
Deej says the Simplex made her back hurt.
Who
Thank you,
what?
Plugs. I'm looking at your 1031 comment. Thank you. Rob, I sent an email to you. Okay. Well, since that took an effort to get up, I'm going to make coffee while I'm getting the email, Bill.
Okay. Yeah, I love my Vanquish. The only two things I've done, well, a few things, like I said, I wish I could change the single frequency, the build quality. I mean, I love Mind Lamp products. They do a great job, but their build quality could be better. And the ergonomics on the Vanquish took a little bit of getting used to. It was slightly off. Juice, my brother, how you doing? Juice is in the house, people. Excuse me. Oh. Me. Hey. Fox and Ground. Yeah. That's just a couple of the problems with the Vanquish Fox and Ground. I mean, I love the Vanquish. It does a great job, but build a little sturdier. Be weatherproof at least. Don't have to be waterproof, just weather. And be able to switch to if I just want to run it in 10 kilohertz, 15 instead of all at the same time. Especially where I'm going back to California in the gold country with all the iron and stuff in the ground. All it's like where I was at, there was 29 detectable minerals in the ground. And in some places you have them all together at once, and it would really make the thing chatter really bad. Ooh. Straight shaft and single. That'd be nice. Good night, Nathan. Thanks for coming in.
Take care, Nathan. Juice is here.
Oh yeah, Got Rock. I know that the iron audio didn't bother me much. It's all the chatter from running all the frequencies at one time because oh god, well where I was from, like I said, I'm part of the Gold Country, Nevada County, and we say we grow rocks real well there, and they have just loads and loads of hot rocks in the ground and minerals, so it could really make you'd be going along, not a sound, and all of a sudden like 40 things are hitting at once.
Well, I'll tell you something, Bill. That's one of the things I love about the Knox. I could be in 2 to 3 feet of water, just kind of walking away, daydreaming. Machine's as quiet as can be, and it hits a signal. It just screams at you, but it does no chattering in the salt water. That's what I love about that Knox.
Well, I call it chattering, even though it's not really chattering. It's just, I guess, you get over all the hot rocks and the minerals and stuff, and it's like picking everything up. So, but like I said, then if there's a freaking coin or something in there, it will just zero in on it and pull right out all that noise. So once I figured that out when I got my Vanquish, I didn't care. It's like, okay, like, huh. Out west, Greg, welcome to the stream. I mean, yeah, I know. I've seen that. Rhode Island, people love it. Vanquish at the beach. That's another reason someday I want it. I've never detected near the ocean, but I want to. Yeah, you don't have to worry about salt water in Iowa, Jim. No, only 3 places: East Coast, West Coast, or Utah.
All right. Well, I don't have any email on my iPad. Let me check my other email.
Plugs found some really great stuff today. Part of an old oil lamp. Love that. And that trust company tag, that was cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I found little dinky pieces of wire like 7-8 inches with my Vanquish, and I got the 440. The only difference between it and the 540 is it's not quite as programmable and it doesn't have the Bluetooth, which I don't wear headphones anyway, so I don't care. And everybody says I should, oh, you hit more stuff with them, but I don't like wearing headphones. So. But that comes from the days of back when my first detector had the old Bakelite ones with the steel spring. After about an hour, them suckers hurt.
Hey, Bill.
Good night, Johnny. Yes. Yes, Rob?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you heard me. I'm looking at one of Denise's dad's friends sent him an email, and it says here, trust science. Studies show that if your parents didn't have children, there's a high probability that you won't either.
Well, I proved wrong with that. My parents adopted me, and I had kids afterwards. So
there you go. That worked out. Good night, Marlon. Here's a tip.
Greg, I just don't like using headphones. I don't, I feel uncomfortable.
I don't like them either.
All because, when I first started detecting 40-something years ago, they said all they have is some really bad ones for detectors. Well, one of the machines I owned, actually, you couldn't even, there was no speaker. All it had was headphones. Had the old cloth wiring, cover over the wiring. And, use that in the summer in that heat and that Bakelite sitting on your ears. After about an hour, man, you're pulling them off going, damn. Yeah, Juice, you found another silver quarter. Did you tell Plugs it was in somebody else's pocket? Oh, never mind. Yeah, Reed, until it gets hot. Then they're no fun.
Okay, apparently that relic must have my let me make sure if it came in here again.
Yeah, and no pinpointers back then. And I remember the first ones that came out, old timer digging. You basically had to be touching whatever you were looking for them to work. I still got one of those, the old Centex. It'll pick it up about a half-inch away. But things, Harbor Freight bought it. God, I can't remember how many years ago. Still works. Jim Steele started detecting in 1980 and you didn't get a pinpointer till 2014. Yep, period, Jim. I started in 77. And what you would do, you'd be going along, and if you had something small you're trying to pinpoint in a big coil, here's your shaft, you would just turn your coil up so you're hitting it with the edge of the coil. Pinpoint it.
All right. Got Relish, Rhode Island. I just sent you my email, sir. Swamp Rat Ration says, I have a $30 Amazon pinpointer. It works great.
Well, thank you, Jimmy, and digging up the Carolinas. Thank you.
Jeremy's a lot of fun, guys. He came down to Florida last week. We got to hunt twice together while he was down here. A lot of fun, guys.
Swamp Rat says, yeah, I got a $30 Amazon pinpointer. It works just great. Well, I just gave one to Tortuga Lisa that I won from Gary's Metal Detecting. I've got a couple other cheap ones, and some of them work fine. And I got one that no matter what you do, as soon as you turn that sucker on, get close to the ground, it goes off. I hated that thing from day one.
Now, I'm froze up here. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, you're moving here.
What a Bernardo. I was looking at the other stream page, Bill, that I've got on pause, and I went over to that one. And I'm like, why am I locked up? I'm such an idiot, Rob.
I'm going to have to make a big fist for you, Rob, a little bigger. It's going to say Bernardo in the middle.
I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
That would, yeah. Now, something I was taught by another detector, and I'm sure probably everybody in here knows it, but if they didn't, I was detecting with my beach digging partner, Denise K, who's not to be confused with my Denise D. And she was doing down by the wet sand, and we were getting ready to leave, and I looked down there, and she's got this freaking huge hole dug, and she calls me over, and I'm like, okay. And she goes, I got a signal. I can't find it. It's here, but my pinpointer says it's here, but I can't find it. I keep digging out more. So she takes her pinpointer out of her holster, and she turns it on, and she puts it in the water, and it goes off. And I said, you can't do that. She's like, why? I go, because the salt water will activate your pinpointer. So I took mine out, and I showed her. And she's like, well, how the hell do I use it? I go, I didn't think you could use it in salt water either. I said, and I got taught this trick by another detectorist. You have to take your pinpointer out, put it in the water, so at least the tip is in the water, and then you turn it on in the water, and it grounds itself in the water, so it eliminates the minerals in the water, and then you can poke around the wet water and the sand to find your item. But if you put it in off, and then, or you put it in on, and the second you stick it in the water, it's going to go off. So you have to ground balance your pinpointer in the water. I'm sure everybody knew that, but just in case somebody's new here didn't, I had to learn that by not thinking pinpointers worked in the water. I swear to God.
Doug McClure's in the house, Rod.
I'm sorry, who's here?
Doug McClure.
Hey, Doug. He's a Sunday morning regular. Well, there you go, Grandma Kelly. I was able to impart some knowledge tonight. And you're supposed to always touch the ground when you turn on your pinpointer. Yes. The channel that I see do that the most is the Hoover Boys. Every time Kurt goes to use his pinpointer, he always grounds it in the ground first. That is the main channel I see do that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Did I hear Muttley laughing? Yes, you did, Ken. I swear to God, when you're in the StreamYard as a co-host or as a host, you cannot leave comments. I can look at all the comments going down the side here, guys, but there's no place for me to leave one. They don't have an empty spot on the bottom where you can type in. So I've got to click over on Bill's YouTube live stream and go to his chat and click on the chat there. So when I clicked on it, I didn't notice Bill. I just looked at mine and I'm froze up, and I'm like, why you froze up, Rob? And then I realized because I'm in the other stream that I've got on pause. I'm such a Menardo.
Like I said, we're going to make a metal detecting coil with Monardo down the middle. Or a wall plaque. Sunday morning, Monardo Rob show.
Yeah, just the Monardo show. You know, it's funny. I wore the Monardo shirt to my club meeting a few months ago, Bill, and I had a couple guys come up to me going, I read the back of your shirt. I don't know what Monardo Rob means, and I had to explain. I had to announce in my club there how the nickname of Monardo Rob came about because Monardo locked his wallet, his keys, and his phone all in the hatchback of my car the last time I ever tried magnet fishing. And I come walking back to the car and I could see through the back hatch. And so I had to go knocking on doors in that neighborhood until somebody was nice enough to dial AAA for me. And then, of course, AAA says, "Can we have your membership number?" No, it's locked in my car.
Hello, Northern Found. Northern Found, you're going to be in my next shout out video.
Grandma Kelly, so do I. They were the first channel that I ever remember watching that stuck in my head, only because at the end of their video, when they show the Maryland flag and their logo, which has the Maryland flag in it, I knew that was the Maryland flag because I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. And then I realized when I was watching them, I was like, man, why do all these guys have a Baltimore accent? And then I realized because they're all out of Baltimore, Maryland. And then when I went up to Maryland and visited my cousin and stayed with them and asked them if I could come to one of their meetings, when they gave me the address to the clubhouse they meet at, it turned out to be about 3 miles from my cousin's house. So it literally took me like 5 minutes to get to their meeting from my cousin's house. And so I got to go to one of the Maryland Free State Club meetings. And I will tell you this, that club treated me like I was a long lost member. They treated me awesome. They gave me a raffle ticket. I won a silver quarter there. They have a potluck dinner beforehand. They invited me for the dinner. And then Kurt invited me out for a hunt on Saturday, and I got to hunt with Kurt on Saturday. I've heard a couple of people say that the Hoover boys are snobs, that they won't hunt with you unless you have a permission. That is, pardon my French, that is bullshit. I was brand new to detectoring, and Kurt took me out on a 200-acre permission he had and treated me like a seasoned detectorist. So that's my little plug for the Hoover boys.
Northern Found got silver ring today.
Outstanding.
Excuse me.
Jim, that's a nice gift. Oh, yeah, I got to smash the like button, Bill. All right, I am like 34.
Cool.
Good evening, Don Williams. Good evening, Northern Found. I know Bill said, "Oh, I'm just behind." I need a Monardo proof detector. I don't know if they make one of those.
Well, it sure wouldn't be the Harbor Freight 9 function model. That's those things break just by looking at them. So
dive and detect. If I haven't said hello, then hello.
Hello, Don Williams.
Yep.
Oh, Nathan's back. Hello, Nathan. He's number 35. Thank you, sir.
Marty says, my wife just locked her keys in the trunk. I had to drive 30 miles and rescue her. Marty, I got to admit, that's one nice thing about Denise's new car. Well, it's a couple years old. You can't lock the door if the keys are inside. It will unlock itself before it closes. And I believe the exact same is true with the trunk.
Jim Steele says Monaro proof detector called AT Pro. I bet he could drown it. If anybody could, Rob could.
Yeah, I was like the Dennis the Menace, the kid that they gave the break proof toys to, so I could break them. Good evening, Out West Metal Detecting. I have a Garrett Carrot, a Whites, and a Nocta. Well, there's a nice variety. Practical Ken says, dig stocks. I beat my oldest coin. I found a coin older than my 1905 Barber dime. Congratulations, Ken. It only took me 4 years to get to the 1800s club, and then I barely got in with an 1899, and I'm still freaking ecstatic about that. I actually found two that beat that date.
I still haven't hit the 1800 club with an American coin yet, but maybe someday.
Well, I had several Indians, Bill. I had several V nickels in the 1800s, but my very first barber dime I ever found several years ago was 1900 on the dot, and I've never been able to get back close to it until my trip to Missouri, when on that courthouse lawn I got the 4 barbers in one day. I may never beat that, and not only that, the 2 courthouses I did in Missouri, the 1906 and the 1899 or 1897, I did them both on a Sunday. I got bothered by nobody, and even though the sheriff's offices were attached to both courthouses or were right in the back of them, I had a dozen cops drive by on both places. Nobody even looked at me. Every person walking by or walking their dog was to polite. Every place I knocked on, I got a permission. I didn't have one negative person against metal detecting my entire 7 or 10 days I was in Missouri. It was absolutely wonderful up there.
Don't you wish every place was like that?
Yes, you would. Next month, we're going to kick ass. Yes, we are, Mr. Shane. I guess Mr. Shane's letting the cat out of the bag in a little bit.
Okay, Reed.
I had 1800s in 3.5 years, 1888 IHP. That's a nice find. 1888 IHP is a nice find.
All right, digging.
Yeah, bro. My oldest coin is 1864, and South Dakota didn't come a state till 1889. There, that is pretty freaking awesome. Good evening, AAP's Variety Channel. Good evening.
Hey, Luke, how you doing? Old coin is 1856, but it's a British halfpenny or half cent, whatever you want to call it, half shilling. You know, large half cent. It's pretty white, but.
Oh, holy crap, Reed. Please be careful. I didn't see that comment from 2 minutes ago, Bill. Reed says the town's going nuts. They have an active shooter situation. Please be careful.
Whoa, I missed that.
I'm telling you, Shane, I spent
nowhere in that's a. I remember that. I was 2001. I was heading into work in Grass Valley. I lived in a little town called Rudman Ready, 8 miles away. I got to work and the doors were locked. I couldn't get in, so I had to pound on windows. That's when they told me there was a active shooter in Grass Valley, Nevada City. They already killed like 3 people. I'm sure you will to dive and detect. I mean, like I said, I haven't done it with an American coin yet, but I got an English coin.
Yeah, I've got one of the real Chinese cash coins that probably goes back to the 16 or 1700s, because you can go online and they put pictures of both coins front and back with the symbols on them, and they give you the date range and what dynasty they're from. So yeah, I've got a couple going back to the 16 or 1700s, but I don't count that as my oldest coin. One, because it's not American, and two, they only made about 5 billion of each one of those coins.
Yeah, Nathan says he's got a KG 1735 as his oldest. Nice, Nathan.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. And Ro, anytime you want to take a drive back east and go hunt colonial grounds, just let me know where you're at. I'll pick you up and we'll go up there together, because that is a big wish of mine to go hunt the East Coast colonial areas too. Yeah, half riel's got to be way up here on my bucket list. Hey, Dive and Detect, your video where you hit that older beach where you started pulling some silver out of that old beach, good for you. I've been beach detecting a lot longer than you guys, and I still do not have a silver coin off a beach. So Mark, congratulations on your silver coins you've gotten off your old beach up there. Congrats, Marty. I've seen 2 of those, Doug. Well, actually, I've only seen 1, Doug. I've heard about the other 2. KG2 1735. See, that's a U.S. largie. I don't care what year, or a KG, a British copper. Those are 2 more coins on my bucket list. Troy and Dalton did a road trip to Georgia about a month ago. I think Troy put it on his TikTok page. I don't think Dalton did a video, but they both got a U.S. largie up in Georgia. Dalton got one that was cut to make a half cent, and Troy got one here in Florida, which is an extremely rare find in Florida. Troy got his 2-cent piece up in Georgia, so that's something he's got with me now. But Troy, Dalton, and I all 3 have Canadian largies, but I do not have a U.S. largie. My first coin was an 1897 one pfennig. Phenomenal, Deej. Well, that's not good, Tony. Jeff's Obsessions, 3 coins between 1900 and 910. Can't break the 1800s. Jeff, it took me freaking forever, buddy. Just hang in there. I got spoiled fast. Yeah, I guess so, real quick. I made a coin.
All right.
Coin it's made of dust. Oh, that is awesome. Oh,
nice, Greg. So you're getting a legend from Hunter. Cool. Can't wait to see videos on that. Whoa, what was that?
Well, Mark, I'll tell you something. If you enjoy finding some old silver on the beach, and you're not going to find as many rings or jewelry in dirt digging, but you get on some old ground dirt digging, you start pulling some old silvers out of the dirt digging, Mark, you'll get excited, buddy.
Nathan's first silver was a 1911 Barbie. Wow.
That is weird, Shane. I will have to look. I've got my little, fold out pamphlet, I guess the best thing to call it, instruction pamphlet on the Knox. I believe I've read that a zillion times, and it actually, I think, is kind of ambiguous on that. And I've never heard anybody say that. I will check to see what the box says, but I don't ever remember seeing that F×3 frequency thing anywhere. But yeah, Shane, that was news to me. I originally thought the 600 had 3 frequencies too, and then I read that book.
Okay, it wasn't my time to go, and goes twice for me. What did I miss while I was getting my coffee?
Oh, Jeremy would love to, buddy. And
okay,
the very first coin I found was an 1880 Indian. Mine was a clad dime. Jeremy, I would most definitely take you up on that offer, sir. If I ever get up that way, I want to go up that way and meet Petey Sandigger. I want to meet Frankie. I've got an invitation to come up and see JD from JD's Variety Channel. And if I do go up to see him, I will take 4 or 6 boxes of $50. JD's having trouble getting $50 up his way. My bank's getting me now 3 $50 boxes a week. So, I could always save up 2 weeks worth and take JD 6 boxes so he could do 6 live streams with his boxes of halves if he's having trouble getting them. Now,
Okay.
Wes, good luck with your legend if you get it tomorrow. My first silver coin was a 1911 Barbie. Congrats, Nathan. Mine was a 1953 Rosie, and I was over the moon with it. Before I found silver, Bill, when
Greg,
I
get
was
out.
on properties, I would find like a 65 that came out gray, and I just kept rubbing it, rubbing it, rubbing it. I was like, I'm going to get this to turn into silver. I was so freaking naive, Bill.
Greg, get out. West Metal Detecting says oldest one in California, 1739, $1. Some of the Chinese coins found out they've been older, but the one thing I always wanted to get, living in where I lived in California, 88 miles from the Carson City Mint, is 2 years they minted a 20-cent piece at Carson City. I was always hoping to find one of those.
That would be a hell of a find.
Yeah, it would. What's funny is if you look in the book, the second year they minted like 10 times as many as the first year, but the second year is valued higher. I don't get that. That's asked backwards. But what I saw in the book, of course, the book could be wrong too. I don't know. So, since that's a rare coin anyway. So. Well, Reed, is there an active shooter? You're back.
Don't say only an 1887 V nickel Fox in the ground. That is a phenomenal find.
Yeah, that's a great find.
Getting anything older like 1700 seems impossible in northern Michigan. Yeah, I mean, guys, I live in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. I live north of Clearwater along the coast in a little town. And, I was excited as hell when I found my first Indian. I've probably only found about half a dozen, maybe 8 Indians in my county. The Canadian Lurgy, I did find the Canadian Lurgy. No, I found the Canadian Lurgy in the county to the south. Dalton did find his Canadian Lurgy in this county. I did find the 2-cent piece here, but I think that was just a rare anomaly. 1868 2-cent piece. That's my oldest coin, my 1868 2-cent piece. And that came out of a 1925 permission in Tarpon. But we're just not going to find 1700s coins here. Both Troy and Dalton got 1800 silver, mid 1800 silver here in Florida. But yeah, unless I run across something that fell out of Ponce de Leon's pocket over here looking for the Fountain of Youth, that just ain't going to happen.
Well, Reed says some guy in the hill is shooting at cars on the freeway.
Jesus, I hope they get him fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, plugs. JD just did get a new property. His house looks beautiful.
Oh, talking JD's Variety Channel?
Yeah.
He's been getting away from YouTube. I mean, he did it for so long, and I think he's getting burnt out. Plus, he does makes so much more flipping houses and stuff, like Luke said. And he is here in Tennessee, but I just can't remember where. Not too far from here, though.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at either, Bill. I mean, it looks like some pretty rolling mountain, rolling hills ground. Yeah, I know he's not metal detecting as much as he used to.
No, the last thing he's been doing, he's doing coin roll huntings and selling stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, he's been dealing coins. He's been dealing, just besides his real estate, he's also been dealing coins for a long time.
Oh yeah, he was dealing coins before he metal detected. So
yeah, and it's funny, when he was one of the first channels I watched. I just like him. I think he's a ball of energy. I think he's positive. I've been watching him since before he had all his teeth issues and he had to get his new teeth in and he had all those medical problems.
I remember all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? He's also got a very early video. He is a very good trick artist basketball player. If you ever go back to one of his videos like 6-7 years ago, he's got a video of him doing nothing but trick shots in basketball, and he is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I did my real estate investing and flipping houses, and that's what enabled me to keep doing going on YouTube. So, but Yeah, I told him if I get up that way, I'll bring him some $half.
Well, this is how long I've been watching YouTube. I've been watching JD. I think I was about his 601st sub. Quarter Hoarder, I was like in one of his first 500. And what's his name out here out in California at the beach? Oh, come on. Still watch him every day. I can't think of his name. He's been around for a long time. Southern California beach detectorist.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Lives in a trailer on his sister's property or his
Yeah,
mom's.
he goes to the casinos sometimes.
Yeah. When I first started watching him, he had a $60 Chinese detector.
Wow, Bill, you've been watching YouTube since it was invented.
Just about, yeah.
I mean, because JD has over 100,000 subscribers. So if you're a number 601, yeah, that's the beginning, buddy.
Yeah.
Swamp Rat Nation, we if you watch the video of the entire square block property we got that had 1,900 houses on it, that Dalton got us that permission, we were able to hunt that for about 2 months. The construction and development company that bought that land, they allowed us to do it for like 2 months until they were ready to they even let us do it after they leveled the land and took all the trees off of it and scraped it. They allowed us to come in when it was down to the bare dirt, and we found even more finds. But there was one day where both, I think it was Park Rat Pat and either Troy or Dalton both found a Greek religious token. They were the same on one side and just slightly different on the other side. So yeah, we did find 2 Greek tokens. We haven't found a Greek coin yet. Dalton did get a Cuban silver off of there back. You could travel to Cuba, and Dalton also got a 1909 dog tag off of that lot. But so yeah, we have gotten Greek religious tokens. We have not gotten a Greek coin down in Tarpon yet.
Robert Ferguson. Thank you, Dave.
There you go.
Remember his name. God, I've been watching him forever.
Jeremy, I would love to go to that pea plantation or pay plantation, however you pronounce it.
And
yeah, Marty, you got a great spot there on those fairgrounds.
I got to start watching Quarter Hoarder more often. I mean, I've been watching him forever, and they all knew me by my first name, and I've been so long since I've been back there.
Now, AAP, I did not know that. I did not know he had a Christian channel.
Yeah, set apart. I was like one of the first 10 to sub that one. So.
Old Timer Digging, welcome to the channel.
Oh, we got somebody new in here. Las Vegas Urban, hello.
No, Old Timer Digging. He came in at 11:08. Sorry, we missed you, sir.
Oh, wow.
I should have started my channel 10 years ago. Maybe I'd have over 350 subs.
20 centers? I'm pretty sure. Well, they'd have to. I'm pretty sure they were the only place that made them. Well, I could be wrong on that.
Cynthia, that was a long phone call. See, and I've never seen any of the ones where he goes to the casinos. Somebody else was telling me about them. That he goes.
You've never seen the ones where he goes to the casino?
No, I've never seen. I've just seen his beach metal detecting ones.
Oh yeah, he usually hits the beach on the way back home. He'll hit the casino, and sometimes he does really well. He'll go in there, dump $100 into a machine, and walk out with $700-800. Then there's other days he's like most people, dumps in 100 and walks out with $100. It's bad, so.
Well, I can honestly say I've never lost more than $200 in a casino in one night. I usually limit myself to $100.
Yeah. That's not bad. Years ago when I worked at a Denny's, there was a bunch of us that used to head over to Reno every on our days off every Tuesday. And there's one guy, I can't remember, Chris, that was his first name, I can't remember his last name. But he'd be gambling for a few minutes, and for the rest of the day, he'd just wander around. I go, what's your limit? He goes, $8. I went, you come all the way over here to gamble $8, then you walk around. Well, he goes, I don't want to spend more than that. I go, then why bother coming over? I go,
my mom's limit. My mom's limit, depending on the day, was $10 or $20, and that was it. That she would not spend more than that. Hey, Jeff's Obsession, and hello, Looter 8.
Well, I haven't told many people this, but I know you said, I know you were in Gene's stream, and he said something about me not winning tonight because he'd only had 3 other giveaways, and I won two of them. Well, years ago, because I love to gamble. A friend of mine called me up Saturday night. He goes, what are you doing tomorrow? I said, nothing. He goes, let's go up to North Shore, Tahoe. Okay. So, there's Cal Neva, which used to be owned by Frank Sinatra, to a couple other ones, and there's Tahoe Biltmore Casino, which is still there. We walked in, I sat down, walked through the front doors to a dollar machine, dumped in $3 and won $39,000.
You did?
Yep. That was
Congrats,
2001. Bill. And my friend John walks over, he goes, what'd you get, $300-400? I went, no. I said, they got to come out with a bunch of money, and the guys from the, tax service and everything. He goes, really? And yeah. And I said, we're getting the hell out of here, so I don't put half of it back. Oh.
Yeah, Grandma Kelly, the problem is I could go in a casino and play poker all night long. And I don't like to sit there and wait for a great hand. I like to play every hand, and that's not a good plan when you play for money. So I force myself not to go to the casino.
No, I wouldn't play cards at a casino. I'd go to a regular card room for that kind of stuff. Much better chance of winning.
Hey, Vegas.
Yeah, 130.
Vegas Rob's here.
Hey, Matt at Southwest Pennsylvania. He won $132 on a penny slot once. That's pretty good for a penny slot.
Yeah, Shane works at a casino, so he can't gamble there. That keeps you from gambling there, that's for sure.
Yep.
And there's Vegas giving out some advice. I won $130 in penny slot. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Oh.
I'm gonna go watch one of his casino videos tonight. I finally caught up on I Dig Daytona today. It was very interesting watching him dig up a 17 on the wet sand. I thought for sure it was going to be a ring signal because 17s are usually a ring signal. And he got a freaking brand new zinc penny. They never come in that low. Oh, well, that's cool out west.
Oh, you've detected with Robert a few times. Wow, cool.
Well, Ro, that sucks. Yeah, nice, Shane. You'll make your money back with that investment.
Easy.
In Nevada, we have slot machines in the grocery stores. Yeah, you got them at the airport because we saw them coming in and out of the airport. I didn't go to any grocery stores there, but that would be wild seeing one in a grocery store.
Hey, Reed, I don't know if they still do, but they used slot machines in Oregon, but it wasn't casino. It was the state lottery slot machines.
Now, Bill, did back in the day did the slots actually take $half coins?
Oh yeah, you had anywhere from penny to silver dollar machines. $50 machines were kind of rare, but they were there. Most of them were nickel, quarters, and dollars. But you'd hit some places like little restaurants, they would have the $50 machines, and they loved the penny slot machines in restaurants on the way in. I know when I was in high school, we used to take bus rides up there for sports events, and they'd stop at this one restaurant. And we'd all have the penny slots, even though it was illegal because we were all underage. But
Hell, in the old Tampa Stadium, if you were tall enough to see over the counter, they slid you a beer.
Excuse me. Whoa.
Oh, Ro, that would be an awesome video. Make, instead of being the people of Walmart video, make it the scary people of all night casinos. That would be a great video, Ro. That would get a bazillion. That would get a bazillion views.
The people at Denny's at 2 a.m. Saturday.
Nice, Deej. Yep, that would be a great. Mark, I agree with you 120%, sir. Zinc pennies are the worst coins ever created. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with that anymore. There you go, Reed. Make yourself the people of 2 a.m. gambling video.
Yeah.
Because if they're just half as scary as some of those people in Walmart, it would be a scary video.
I know, depending on the Walmart, some of those, that's going to be hard to beat because some of those people are really, really scary and strange.
Do some of these people not look at the mirror before they go out of their house? Or do they just not care?
I don't think it's not care or don't look. They think they look good.
Okay. All right, then, if they think they look good.
Yeah, I had a friend, and when I stayed in Kingman, Arizona for a while, we hit Lake Havasu, the Nevada side with the gambling, and he bet dog races. And first time he took me and another guy, we bet. He goes, well, you can, like horse races, you can win, place, or show. He goes, I always go for show because it's the cheapest and it's the best payout. So he bet like $1 and won $80. He did that like 4 times in a row. So $4 netted almost $400.
Yep. Type that in right, Rob.
Again, after the bar, we'd all hit Denny's at 2 or 3 in the morning. Nothing like a bunch of drunks going in to get something to eat. Are you supposed to look in the mirror before you leave the house? Oh, that depends, Grandma Kelly. I'm 65. It doesn't matter to me what I look like anymore. So it's like,
yeah, but I'd still be checking the mirror before I went out.
So, well, one, I'm afraid it'll break, or it'll be like I won't see anything. It means either I'm a vampire or I'm dead. So.
I'm looking up something, Bill. I'm trying to find out if somebody. Uh-oh. Hold on. Where'd my page go? Where'd my picture go?
Read. Down at the local liquor store, there's always the same old lady in a nightgown playing the same slot machine. Seen that before, Reed. Oh, bye, Rob. That was interesting. Now you see him, now you don't, and he'll be back here in just a second. Maybe.
My page froze up, and then when I refreshed it, I went away.
Yes, you did, but now you're back.
Jeremy, you don't have to wait.
I know what.
Jeremy, you don't have to wait to get to 1,000 subscribers. You can do these streams through StreamYard, and that gets around the loophole of doing the 1,000 subs on YouTube. Plus, the nice thing about the StreamYard is Bill can have me and 4 other people on.
Or if you've got a desktop computer, you can do it through YouTube. So, Brad, how you doing? Peter's here. The Silver King. Good night, Jim. Dig in.
Yeah, because I mean, look at Bill. Bill's got 622 subs, but yet he's out here live streaming.
Yeah, digging. Don't worry about interfering. There's so many people doing live streams now. It's almost impossible to do your live stream and not step on somebody's toes or vice versa. It's just how it is now.
Shane, I try to look presentable, but Mary Monarch keeps calling me old. Well, she can call me old. I'm old. Hey, I just want my socks to match when I go out, okay?
Oh, hell, she called me. I'd be happy because I'm an antique.
Evening, Deb Spader. Have a good night, Jim. There you go, Ro. Scheduled her live stream for 8 o'clock Sunday. That sounds like a good time of night to do it because it's already starting to get dark by then.
Yeah. So Brad got a 5D KG 5/4 dime plus a silver ring today. That was a slow day for Brad.
What's a KG 5? What's a KG 5/4? Oh, is he in Canada?
Yes.
Oh, that's a nice find then, a KG 5/4. That's a nice
being
find
old
there.
Better than being dead. Yeah. Any morning I wake up sucking in air is a good day.
That's right. Excuse me, folks. I'm gonna get my coffee.
Okay. Oh yeah, hey, no problem, Jeremy. Well, what's your preferred day now, Brad? Have you set the bars higher or what?
Shane, I'll bring that book with me.
Yeah, I can understand digging, but then things like, okay, Jeans was on at my normal time tonight because we were talking in my live stream last week, and I said, I'll just start a half hour later. And you got your regular streams, and there's people that come in with impromptu streams that weren't scheduled. So you never know what's going to happen. And there's more and more of them all the time. Now, like Jeremy will start doing streaming. Trying to find a slot that nobody's using is almost impossible. Except Sunday afternoon for some reason. Sunday between like 4 and 8. Nobody seems to be on there. That's like Get the Beep Out does his show of people sending in their finds to vote on. And he does this at 9 o'clock at night on Sunday, which I have a hard time sometimes staying up that late on Sunday to watch him. That's right, Reed. Any day on the sunny side of the dirt's a good day. And I just know when I do go, I hope to be quick, painless, and if possible, someone else. See, that's where the coming in nice. When they say next, they go, oh no, take the guy behind me. That's right. Don't take the little dirt naps because the long one's coming, Cynthia. We don't want to talk no stinking fish in here, Plugs. No, only kidding. I used to love to fish, but my last wife was fish didn't agree with her, so that ended fishing. There you go, Grandma. Hey, boneheads, calm it down, boys. A little late at night for that. Okay. Where's my water bottle? Thank you. My cats are getting riled up. Yeah. Hold my beer and watch this. Those are the greatest last words. Yep, I understand, Lisa. Growing teams. Oh man, some pan fried rainbow trout sounds really good right now, Marty. mm. You know, like I said, I haven't been fishing years, but I remember one of the last times I went in Yellowstone. They had the lake trout there that you could catch all you want because they were invasive and they didn't care. They still got that going on there. Oh God. Yeah, I don't think anybody's last words were ever "pull my finger," digging. You never know. I mean, yeah, salmon season's a way off. Damn, some smoked salmon sounds really good too. Smoked salmon and deer jerky. Mm. I do miss California because my landlord I had back there. I go hunting with him. We go to Idaho sometimes and get elk and venison and deer. Oh, his wife had the greatest recipes for that stuff. Oh, elk steaks with some venison sausage and burger. Oh, dang. There you go, Dig, and teach them to do it for themselves early. Slow it down, boys. Slow it down. Yep, train them young. Of course, now I got grandkids, but that's fine because when you get upset with them, you just send them back to their parents. Ooh, stuffed trout sounds good. Well, teach him, Nathan. Good night, Deej. Rob better get back pretty soon because I think I'm thinking the same thing. People are leaving and I'm getting tired. That's right, plug head. Yeah. Yeah. Good night, Deej. That's good, Lisa. It's okay. I turned a pair of white tennis shoes pink one time by mistake. I forgot I had a brand new red corduroy shirt in the laundry. Yeah, my kids are grown and have kids, Marty, and I got great grandkids on the way. She's smart and gets seems it. Yeah, my brother has a stepson like that. Acts like he's can't do anything, has everybody else do it for him, but he's smart as a whip. What, the wall didn't keep him out? Oh, not that kind of alien, huh? Good night, Diggin. Hey, Rob. Everybody's leaving. It's time to shut down. Oh man, that or he went to Italy to get some espresso. JD, how you doing? Oh, cool. You're gonna be putting out some new videos, huh, JD? 15 ring bucket list here. Oh, oh, you're still young, Lisa. I have 4 grandkids. Actually, I yeah, 4 grandkids and a great grandkid on the way. 35 and 16, and a girl 11. Yeah, my youngest is 41. Yay. You guys done horsing around? Well, I can't really say all my kids are gone. I got 2 cats. Of course, they're actually better behaved than my kids were, so, most of the time. Yeah, I'm talking about you guys. My big gray one stared at me like, are you disrespecting me? No, he'd be sitting in the chair where we could see him because he does that in the Zoom meetings, Grandma and Kelly. Pat's Zoom meetings. Rob will be sitting back next thing you know, you can hear him snoring. Yeah, somebody told me when I was growing up I was going to be a father and grandparent. I would have told them they were nuts. No, I can tell them, well, you weren't, but I am nuts. Oh, 7. That's way too many. I had 3. That was, well, 4, but 1 passed away. That was enough. Yeah, it's funny. One side of my family, my mother's side, 9 kids. My father's side, 2. Good, JD. I want to see what you're finding. Huh. That's better. You got a dog named Earl, huh? Just love that show. My Name is Earl. I agree with you, Reed. I should have stopped it too. Oh, mine moved out years ago, thank God. Ooh, 1 of 16. That's a big family. Damn. Hate to be the last kid in that group. How hard is it to get her hustle? Not hard at all. I'm doing it. And I'm an idiot, so. Pilot Hound, oh my God. Those are few and far between. 1835 large. Oh, nice. Yeah, people, I think we're going to shut down. I think Rob fell asleep or something. Went to the bathroom and fell in. Who knows? But yeah, it's 10:40 my time, so thank you all for being here. You all have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Reed. Thank you, JD, Marty, Northern Found. You all have a wonderful night. So, oh man, pre-World War One. Wow. Yep. Stay safe, everyone. Go out and find your treasure.